What's up, guys, and welcome back to Demon's Souls. We are now in part 12, and it is time to go head into the Valley of Defilement. I know I said I was going to go back into Latria in the last video, but we have touched everywhere except for the Valley of Defilement. I mean, we completed the Valley of Storms, or Valley, why did I call it? We defeated the Shrine of Storms. We absolutely vanquished that place. Now, we've done most of the first archstone. The second one, we are just about to beat the Dragon God as well, which I should probably just go do that right now, but I'm going to hold off on that because I really want to head into the Valley of Defilement for this video. Now, I'm going to run through my inventory real quick just to show you guys what I'm taking with me, of course, all of my grasses. You want all of this. Like, you want the Royal Lotus. The Soldier's Lotus won't matter because of the bleeding resistance, but Royal Lotus heals poison. And you definitely want the Widow's Lotus because it'll get rid of Plague. Plague is going to be a problem down here. I'll bring some spice because I'm not going to be using that much magic. Miscellaneous stuff, whatever. This is going to be very effective down here because all the enemies down here are incredibly susceptible to magic and fire, which is why we'll hang on to the sticky white stuff too. So in case I don't feel like using the magic weapon. And you know, other typical stuff. I have soul items that I can use right now, but I'll hold off on that. I don't need to use any of those yet. So, let's go ahead and run down here. The other thing I definitely want you guys to note is that you want to bring arrows and a bow, because pulling enemies down here is huge. There are going to be mobs of enemies that are just death waiting to happen if you run into them, because most enemies in this game are bunched up. We got our Uchigatana to +7, which is phenomenal. I mean, that's about the highest we can ask to get it right now. But our kite shield is +4. +4. I'm okay with that. I don't know if we can get it to +5. Let me check. Oh, what do you know? We can. Actually, I should probably use the hardstone to upgrade my compound bow. Yeah, we'll get more hardstone later on. But +4 on the shield is fine. +7 on the sword is completely fine. That is optimal. And then the bow will upgrade later. This damp valley is the resting place of those who have been thrown away. Overtaken by poison and plague, the dwellers attack anyone who wanders into the valley hoping to offer souls to the woman who showed compassion. And we will learn who that is because we need her soul to make one of our most powerful weapons for this playthrough. A spoiler for people who have played Demon's Souls. Man, Yurt. We'll run into him soon as well. He's waiting in the next level of Latria for us. I'm saving Latria for later because it's arguably my favorite level in the game. 3-2. Man, this place. Look at all of this. Look, they got like weed growing in the corner. Ugh, man, can't even tell what that is. Don't know if it's water or what it is. This is a nasty place. It gives you Royal Lotuses instantly upon entering this place. That's going to let you know that you're going to get poisoned a lot if you're not careful. Now, we have 162 poison resistance. That is phenomenal, which means we're not going to have much of a problem down here with the poison. But still, even if you have that much poison resistance, don't drop your guard. It'll be your last mistake. Now, there's a reason that this is the last archstone. It is one of the more difficult places of the game. You're going to think of Blighttown when you see these enemies and the way they attack you, because this is essentially, you know, the Blighttown of Demon's Souls. There's a hole right there. It'll make you fall straight back down to where you climbed up. Now, you can run along this side right here, but be careful, because if you go over to that side where the item is, I would highly recommend shooting him from right there, because this guy has fire on the end of his spear, which means he's going to do a lot of bonus damage. So running along this side is how you're going to get to him, but I would highly recommend going over here and just pulling him. It's a little too late now, but you get the idea. Dang it. Now we're doing optimal damage because this is the first area. It's the first area of the archstone. But if you want to roll off right here, just be careful. Be careful and don't die. Now the enemies here, they will be laying on the ground as if they're dead, but they're not dead. You can't really attack them either. Yeah, you can't attack them. They're just going to stand up and randomly start attacking you. There's nothing you can do about it. I'll show you what I mean. Well, maybe not him, but they do, I promise. Whoa. Get down here. In the face. Now see, that guy was laying down over there and he stood up. There's lots of that waiting in this place. Man. Now there are a lot of drop downs, different areas that you're going to miss if you're not careful and you don't pay attention. There's a ladder right here that will safely get you down there, but I'm going to roll off right here because I want this item. Now you need to be careful. If you see a corpse and you know that you didn't kill it, it's probably going to come alive. There's a morning star, and what do you know? The morning star is a strength weapon, I'm almost certain. I mean, you need 11 strength. It's a base weapon, but it does do bleed, like in Dark Souls. Now, what I didn't do is pop second chance. You want to do that. Woo, that takes a lot. It takes a lot of magic to do that. Now, the other thing that I want to stress in this place is falling. Falling in this place is the worst. Not because the damage, but because you're most likely going to fall into a group of enemies that will wreck you. And the good thing about the second chance is you always know when it's active because of the glow. Now, you're going to want to walk to the edge here to explore. Of course you are. You're playing a Souls game. Yes, you're going to want to explore. You need to be incredibly careful where you fall off, though, because there are correct spots to fall down in order to reach certain items, but the problem is the spot that seems the most correct to fall down at is always going to be the most incorrect. So let's compare damage. We'll do a flame toss first. Okay, that did 141. So to be fair on damage, we'll finish him off now. Nothing is comparing to our Uchigatana, which is what I was expecting. Let's see what Soul Ray does. That did 151, so they are weaker to magic than they are to fire, which those are essentially the same thing in this game, but, you know, for the sake of comparisons, we're going to treat them as though they're different. Now that flailing thing, you want to watch out for that. It'll get you poisoned in a heartbeat. Okay, I highly recommend keeping your shield up for the majority of this level. Lock-on can get you killed on this bridge, so back up slowly when you're pulling them so that you don't trip on your own feet and fall to your death. Because if you look down there, yeah, that's death. Now those guys do a really nasty double stab. Ow. And they even have a long-ranged swing attack with the spear that you need to watch out for. Now up there, I believe that's going to be a Talisman of God. The guy in the corner here, watch out for him too. I know we're going to go down there in a minute to go get those items. Just not yet. Hold your horses. Okay, we got a hero soul. Ah! Keep your shield up, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Okay. Now, we're going to go activate the beam that allows you to go get that. So if you walk right here, it'll give you the opportunity to push this down, which will lead you across, and it's a safer method to get over. It would even give us Widow's Lotus. Nice. This guy's got flaming arrows sticking out of him, and he's covered in bugs. Those look like ticks, and that is disgusting. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with what a tick is, but it is one of the most disgusting and dangerous parasites known to man. So, watch out for them. Okay. Now, going further down here, you're going to run into rats very soon, and they are the worst. Rats suck. These guys right here, laying at the entrance, like I said, you can't attack the corpses to activate them, which would be awesome. But, yeah. This is where pulling comes in handy. I don't need my talisman equipped because I haven't wasted my, second chance yet. Oh wow, we do exceptional damage with the bow as well. That's very nice. Now the reason you want to pull him... Ooh, crescent grass. The reason you want to pull him is because the other guys are going to come alive. See? Same with this dude. And you can never tell which ones are going to be the ones that come alive because you can't see the weapon in their hand while they're on the ground. Now we're taking care of these guys fairly easily, but you still need to be incredibly careful. Like, I'm not joking around with you guys. This place is treacherous. Ah. Well, that was a nice little hit. That was 200. Ah! Oh, I forgot. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Falling sucks not because of the damage, but because of the enemies waiting. We get slightly more range with the two-handed attack, which is the only reason I used it on him. Ugh, be careful walking out here. That board always tries to, like, push you off. Look at this guy. Just chilling here. Oh, he moved just in time. He knew. Alright, before I go through that fall gate, I'm going to climb back up. We're going to go back to the beginning real quick, where I showed you all those items that were below us, and we're going to go get those real fast. Oh, we got more guys up here again. Yeah, the floor likes to fall apart beneath you. It's bad news. Alright. A solid piece of advice that I can give you about this place is that if the jump doesn't seem possible, or the drop, I should say, you can't jump in this game, when dropping down to get certain items that you see beneath you, if the drop doesn't seem possible, don't do it, because you're going to regret it. Losing souls in this place, like losing your souls in very awkward and difficult places, it sucks. It's going to be the death of you. So yeah, just be very careful inch your way off. Don't rush it. Just go nice and slow. Man, risking ourselves for grass. Crescent grass at that. Alright, Ring of Magical Dullness. Let's see what that does. Alright, lowers magic, yeah, decreases magic attack power, increases magic defense. Now, these rings, they basically cancel each other out. I know what you're thinking. I can equip the Ring of Magical Sharpness and get, you know, better magic attack, but then I can equip the Ring of Magical Dullness to get back that defense I lost. No, because it lowers your attack as well, just like we read. So, those do not intertwine. They work against each other. Okay, now this part is tricky. When you land down there and inch your way off, don't ever go running off an edge. It's a bad idea. When you land down here, it is a nest full of those things that we've been fighting this whole time. There's going to be 5 or 6 of them that creep out of there. So just inch your way off. You're going to land in the nest. Ah, you can get ganked. Walk your way onto the bridge to get away from them. Just take care of them like that. Ah! And they're behind you, too. Okay, Stone of Ephemeral Eyes. What's that? Oh, he dropped some grass for us. Very nice. Lizard! Come here, you little bastard. There we go. Oh, crap. And here they come. I wish the strong attack of the Uchigatana wasn't so slow in this game. Alright, now these things, just shoot them with a bow. Use any kind of ranged attack you have. Because once they do that, once they do that giant puddle, it poisons you. Okay, we picked up a Blessed Mace. Yep, strength weapon. Now, the Blessed Weapons, they recover your health as you kill enemies with them. This is a very, very cool effect in this game. Holy Weapons. Now, that's the cool thing about Holy Weapons. I'm not sure in how many other games this mechanic exists, but in Demon's Souls, Blessed Weapons recover health as you hurt enemies with them. And same with Dragon's Dogma. When you use Holy Energy and Dragon's Dogma to attack, it steals health from enemies. That's really cool. I think that's really awesome that that mechanic exists in both of these games. So we have ourselves a Fog Gate and rats. Get to higher ground. Now, yep, rats bite you and they cause plague. It is the worst. Now, because of the Regenerator's Ring, you know what? Screw it. The bow is where it really comes in handy. Now, the rats are really slow. It's just there's a lot of them. There's always a lot of them. You're never going to run into a single rat. I can promise you that. The Regenerator's Ring is really helping us conserve grass, which I really like. She's a vendor, but we're not going to talk to her just yet. There's more rats up here, I'm almost certain. Ugh. Now that fume that they let out, it... Crap. Get out of my face. That fume they let out poisons you. You don't want that. Finish him off before he gets away. I feel like this guy's gonna get up. I don't remember this place down to a T, but I know that the majority of enemies that seem dead are not. I can't remember what those bugs drop. I know it's a form of upgrade ore. I just am not certain. We'll find out. We'll probably get it off of them. We got the Saint's robes, Saint's gloves, Saint's boots, and a stone of ephemeral eyes, but it made that guy come alive. So watch your back. They're dropping lots of crescent grass for us. I like that, in case we have to heal, since they're not hitting us very hard. And keep a good eye on the flooring. All you have to do is let 1 foot slip, and it's over. Okay, we were just over there. We are directly across from the nest we landed in when we, plunged down from the plank. Let me know in the comments if you got that one. I'll be ashamed if you didn't. Just kidding. And we got this bozo. Get rid of him. There's another nest. Now the nests are troublesome because they respawn out of these things. Well, not respawn, that's not the word I should use. There are a set amount of these things that come out of the nest, but not all of them spawn at the same time. Sometimes you'll kill a couple, and then, you know, a few more will come out, and so on. It's off-putting. Like, you'll kill a couple, and then it'll cause you to drop your guard, and then 2 more will pop out of the nest, and bam! Next thing you know, you're poisoned, and you got hit for some serious damage. Okay, if you remember, there was a fog gate here originally, but because we went through the other one, it canceled it out. So I essentially traveled upwards to the alternative route to get down to where we were. Man, I love this level, but I hate it at the same time. It can get kind of frustrating, especially if you're not careful.
Won't you buy something? My poor child is hungry.
Okay, she sells grass, lotuses, and black turpentine. Gives you stronger fire damage than regular turpentine. She also sells the mace, the war pick, the halberd, and a talisman of God. She sells rotten arrows, which I believe... Yep. It is poison arrows, I believe. Causes the areas grazed on the target to rot off. Yeah. Interesting arrows. She sells the chain armor too, which is, I want to say, sort of like, you know, cleric type armor, because those are the ones that travel down here. Hence we found the blessed mace. I'm not gonna buy anything from her, but she has interesting dialogues.
You don't deserve to die. So let me give you some advice. This place is buzzing with pests, fattened on a diet of souls. In order to protect yourself, you must keep a lotus with you. The price of survival can never be too high, can it?
Okay, she gives you information on those bugs in order to help you, but she's helping herself at the same time because she wants you to buy lotuses. We have plenty, though.
How many years has it been? That witch Istarelle came to this valley with that squid-headed knight. Those ridiculous white robes of hers. I swear I caught her glaring at my son in disgust. Yes, it's true, she is as nasty as they come. And she's a demon to boot. Doesn't surprise me.
Okay, there's some bad talk of Istarelle down here.
In order to protect the...
Right.
Curses, I wasted my breath on you. Did that witch send you to torment me?
She doesn't take too kindly if you don't buy anything from her. But regardless, the deal is, Istarelle, the reason there's bad talk of her down here is because they blame her for what happened. But the whole thing with that is, I know her dialogue said her son, but you don't see a son anywhere around here, do you? I don't. Whoa. Drink a little too much coffee there? Huh. Anyways, yeah, she does not have a son present, so there is some wide speculation that her son is some form of demon down here, one of the bosses maybe. But yeah, she does not like Latria. I'll show you why people don't like her when we get to that boss. It's going to be the last boss of this level. But this big clubbed guy, he is... I can't think of a word to describe how annoying he is if you don't know what to do right here, but let's just say he's a problem. This bridge right here, you can see these rocks right here. That's a symbol right there that you need to watch out from the top. Not necessarily because enemies are going to throw rocks at you, but, you know, just keep an eye out. You want to pull this guy right here. Now, we're supposed to have a ladder right here in Pure White Tendency, but we're not there quite yet. We're going to have to beat the boss, and then we're going to have to come back, because there's an amazing item at the end of that. Use arrows to pull this guy. As you can see, he has ridiculous amounts of health. What? Hey! Hey! Oh, God, he got just out of range. And make sure he comes across the bridge. Fighting him in here, if you want to hold your ground against him in here, I highly recommend using this to take advantage of it. Ah. Ow. If you do good damage like that, they're not the biggest problem in the world. The problem is, you'll get to the point where you have to fight more than one of them at a time. That's when they're a problem. So yeah, there will be a ladder right here when we reach Pure White Tendency, which should be after this boss, assuming I don't die. Ah! Yep, there's a few of them in here. Ah. See? You see what's waiting on the other side of him? Just more enemies. This place is... There's another one of these nests. This place is brimming with traps. It is widely considered the most difficult of the archstones, and you will know why. Okay, now that they don't have a poison cloud, you can just hit them to get rid of them. Sit still. I can't remember what they drop. It escapes me. The name of the ore. We might have picked some up earlier. Faint stone, that's it. Yep, regenerates HP. Or no, maybe it's not as you attack enemies. Maybe the blessed weapons just regenerate HP constantly. That could be it. I don't remember. Haven't played in a while. Right in the smacker. Hey, buddy. How about another arrow right to the suckhole? Okay, we got another big guy over here. Get rid of the spear guy first. And I don't necessarily need to pull him since he's the only one over there. Yeah, come on. Oh, crap. Don't have enough spice. I'm enchanting my weapon for more damage output. Okay, just stand there. It's fine. And we killed him that much faster. Alright, shield up. Now, there's all kinds of places to miss in this game, so keep your eyes peeled for places where you can drop down or climb up. You know, ladders and stuff are really easy to miss. I'm pretty sure I haven't missed anything yet, but don't worry. I'll not disappoint. Okay, full moon grass. I do believe that we are right on top of the boss fight. Or we will be. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is the boss fog. Here we go. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, meet the Leechmonger. He does projectile attacks. He will constantly throw stuff at you if you stay up here. What I like to do for him is use turpentine. He is very, very, very weak to fire. And I don't feel like wasting all of that MP for the, I don't feel like wasting all that MP for, what's it called? Flame toss. So, the problem, I'm explaining this now before he starts attacking me. If you don't have the thief ring on, he will already start throwing stuff at you from up here. But yes, he does launch a projectile that covers you in leeches, and it drains your HP, like a parasite, which is what a leech is. But you need to be careful about how you get down to him. Don't drop down directly, that's death. You need to watch your footing. I'll show you the safest way to get down. But, yeah, wait till you get up near him. Equip something like turpentine, black turpentine, or, you know, a dragon weapon. You know, we had the dragon longsword. I'm not sure if we still do. No, we don't. I put it away. That would have been great for him. But this will work just as well. Wait till you get near him. Use turpentine, or, you know, something close to it. Something comparable for damage. And watch out for the stuff that he throws. It gives you an entire loop around the top of the place like this because it wants to encourage you to use ranged if you can, but it's kind of a trap in itself because if you try to use ranged against him, not only will he do that to you, but the problem with it mainly is that he has regeneration. He regenerates a lot of HP. Ah. So here's what we're gonna do. Turpentine it up. Swing. When he flails like that, don't worry, it doesn't hurt that bad. You can cheese him. Look at how much damage we're doing. Don't, see, there he goes. Don't let him regenerate. It is up to you to do more damage than he is able to regenerate. That is how you're going to beat this boss. Your archstone appears right there behind you. It is directly above where you came in. But we've got some items down here. We've got a chunk of faint stone. Crescent moon grass. Crescent moon grass. Crescent moon grass. We get it. Crescent moon grass. More crescent moon grass. Don't forget to check back here. Shard of sucker stone. There we go. More crescent moon grass. Shard of faint stone. Okay. And down there is going to lead to 5-2. And we got the Wriggling Demon Soul, which is, I believe, used for Now, I know we can't get back up either. Or can we? Okay, good. Yeah, run back up. Why not? If I don't have to use the thing to teleport back, we can just run back and it might be a little bit quicker. Because I don't feel like having the enemies come back either. Is this going to get me back up? I do believe it is. Yep. What do you know? How about that? So that... Well, damn. We have to get back to the... Never mind. We have to go back to the Nexus to trigger our tendency anyway, so never mind. Ah. That was a waste of time. Alright. So that was 1-1. We should have pure white tendency now that we beat the boss, and we didn't die in human form. So I dare say it is time to go grab that item, if it's there. I don't know which one I want to start from. Which one is faster? Probably this one. It was a very, very good tendency item that we don't have the stats for quite yet, but we will. Yeah, you guys, you're not going to know what to think of this build. It's such a strange build. I've done it plenty of times. I'm going to do it exactly like I do my others, but it's a weird build. You guys are probably going to make fun of me until it's done, and then you're going to be like, damn, that's an awesome build. But yeah, it's raised in a very awkward fashion, but it turns out with beautiful results for both PvP and PvE. Okay, I'm not really worried about enemies, but oh crap, this enemy I'm worried about. Alright, what do I want for him? This? Yes, this. Boom, boom, boom. That's right, I killed your dad. Stop that. Oh, they're mad because I killed their dad. Okay, I'll let the regenerators ring do the rest. Oh, crap. See, there's a way to cheat it. Ugh. You quit that. Yeah, there's. Let's see. Oh, marrow stone. That's what they drop. Let's see what that is. Marrow stone. An ore used to make close-range stabbing weapons that easily deliver critical strikes. Yeah, marrow stone causes it causes the upgrade for thrust weapons, which I can't remember the name of it. I think it's called, like, I don't know the word off the top of my head. It's been so long. Woo. I don't recommend blocking their attacks. Just try to kill them in quick bursts like that. Blocking their attacks will only prolong the fight, and it will give them more room to make you... Well, it'll give them more room to cause you mistakes. Where's the big dummy? Was that him? Okay. Aha! There's the ladder. No, the weapon is not going to be waiting directly at the top. Your dreams have been crushed. But it's not that far away. There's just enemies on the way to it. Stop that. Yeah, kill them before they start moving as they turn around. Okay, be very careful on this part. There are enemies up here that are going to fight you on these awkward spots. Just finding a window to attack them. It's kind of awkward because they all attack at different times, and so on and so forth. And as you've seen, the flailing attack, where they do more than one swing, it doesn't deflect off of your shield. Unless you have, like, a big shield. So you gotta watch out for that and try not to attack, expecting them to bounce off the first hit like I keep doing. Oh, dang it. Figured I could raise my shield fast enough. Oh! Man, this guy is wrecking me. Die. Ow! Do your thing, Regenerator's Ring. Unintentional rhyme. Okay. This should be the last flight. And we're going to have to deal with multiple big guys after this climb, I believe. Yep, there they are. Please, use your head. Pull them. This. Ow. Man, they hit hard. Oh, he dropped a stone of ephemeral eyes. That was nice. Pull these guys with magic. Well, whichever one I can lock onto first. Oh, crap. Don't you dare. Yeah, just you. I don't want the other guy. Now, bait the attack, and you can scurry back a little bit after you bait the attack. Didn't have enough endurance for that. Okay, we got a morning star off of him. And once it's just the other guy left, you can just cheese this guy. They have nasty range with that club. Okay, nothing off of that guy. Okay, here's the tendency weapon. Istarelle. Let's see what we got. A short spear of hard oak. It is covered with engravings and is one of the few revelations of God, well, from God. Once belonged to the holy knight Latria. Its holiness increases the wielder's resistance to plague and poison. Okay, and it's telling us that we will have 288 poison resistance and 54 plague resistance if we use this thing, but we lack the faith. So, can't use it yet, but we will eventually. The reason that this is widely preferred over the large sword of moonlight for faith weapons is because it is a poking weapon. You can turtle stab with it from behind your shield, and it also has a very, very high magic value. So, you can dish a lot of damage with this thing at a faster rate than the large sword of moonlight. I always prefer the large sword of moonlight over this thing, but that's just my personal opinion. Istarelle is also an absolutely phenomenal weapon. It looks cool. I mean, it doesn't have that much range, but it looks awesome. That is a cool, strong attack. It's like a 300 stab or something. Yeah. You can dish a high rate of magic damage with this thing. Eat people alive through their shields with it. It's a great weapon. And we'll probably be testing it out once I have the faith for it. But, yes, that is the tendency weapon that I wanted to get from this area. There will be another tendency event later in this archstone where we will get another weapon from pure white tendency. Let's see, do I have any shards? No, I do not. We're just gonna have to run back. It's not going to take long, though. In fact, we're already there. Well, almost. Yeah, don't get greedy on your way back and think that you can be clumsy just because you got the weapon. If you want your tendency... Ugh, his leg moved. If you want your tendency to stay the same and have good chances of getting the next pure white tendency weapon in this level, then yeah, by all means, don't rush. Be careful. Don't die in human form so that you can keep your tendency the way it is. Let's see. Okay, that worked. Alright, home stretch. Yay, we did it. Alright, so we got the Leechmonger. And, yeah, we got the Leechmonger. Now that that's done, and, we got the Pure White Tendency weapon off of that run as well. Now, that also upgrades with colorless demon souls, like every other, you know, boss weapon. But the other thing I wanted to stress about that weapon that is so cool is that as you upgrade it, its scaling doesn't change. It constantly does the same amount of damage. It doesn't get any stronger unless you raise your faith. But the cool thing about this weapon is its resistance to disease, well, its resistance to poison and plague increases in multiplication with your faith scaling as you level it up with colorless demon souls. So by the time you get it to +5, it's like ×6 your regular resistance, which I think that is so cool. You cannot be poisoned or plagued with a +5 version of this weapon. It's pretty awesome. Well, you can, but you guys know what I'm saying. If you have a +5 Istarelle against somebody in PvP, they're not going to be able to touch you with something like Baby's Nail or a Mercury weapon. It's just not going to happen. They can hit you and hit you and hit you, but it's not going to do anything. So, yes, that was Valley of Defilement, first archstone. I think in the next video, we're probably just going to go cheese the Dragon God while we can, since he's just a jerk. He's a joke of a boss, and it'll be real easy. So, as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.